The Digital Ghost is an ongoing series where we recreate and reinterpret field recordings from the early days of digital audio circa 1978 to 1994. We make these recordings by transferring old-school cassette tapes to higher-quality digital audio, then playing them back on our computers. Sometimes the tapes are heavily processed with effects like chorus and reverb, which makes for some truly wild soundscapes, and sometimes they're just simple voice memos or song demos. Either way, it's always fun to take a trip back in time and listen to these old recordings, especially when they come from a place as creepy and atmospheric as Sleepy Hollow, New York. Sleepy Hollow is a village in Westchester County, New York, about 25 miles north of New York City. It was here in 1799 that the legendary Headless Horseman was said to have roamed the countryside searching for his lost head. And it's this connection to the supernatural that has made Sleepy Hollow such a popular destination for ghost hunters and those looking to experience the paranormal. In today's episode, we'll be exploring some of the creepiest and most fascinating tape recreations from Sleepy Hollow, New York. We don't know much about the history of these tapes or who exactly made them, but that only adds to their mystery and intrigue. So put on your headphones, dim the lights, and get ready for a night of spine-chilling sounds and ghostly tales. You won't want to miss this one. The first track is called Sleepy Hollow Cemetery at Night. The recording takes us to the historic Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, where many of America's most famous figures are buried, including Washington Irving, the author of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. As we wander through the cemetery, we can hear the sound of wind rustling through the trees, the distant call of an owl, and the eerie crash of a falling tree branch. These natural sounds create a hauntingly beautiful atmosphere that's both peaceful and unsettling. The tranquility is palpable, yet there's an underlying sense of foreboding that something unseen is watching us from the shadows. Track 2 is called Ghostly Whispers. In this recording, we're treated to a series of ghostly whispers that seem to emanate from the grave sites themselves. The voices are faint and ethereal, as if the spirits of the departed are trying to communicate with us from beyond the grave. Some of the whispers seem to form coherent phrases, while others are just fragments of sentences that tease us with their cryptic nature. It's as though we're eavesdropping on a conversation between ghosts, and we can't help but wonder what secrets they're sharing in their hushed tones. The whispers seem to weave together a narrative of love, loss, and longing, leaving us with a sense of melancholy and nostalgia for a time we never knew. The final track is titled The Headless Horseman. And what better way to pay tribute to Sleepy Hollow's most famous legend than with a chilling recreation of the Headless Horseman himself? The sound of a horse's hooves pounding the earth is accompanied by the rhythmic clang of a sword or possibly a scythe, creating a sense of urgency and danger that pulls us into the heart of the action. We can almost feel the vibrations of the horseman's approach as he rides through the darkness, his presence both terrifying and exhilarating. The track builds to a fever pitch before fading into the darkness, leaving us to wonder if we've escaped his wrath, or perhaps we've only heightened his fury. Well, that's it for this episode of The Digital Ghost. I hope you enjoyed taking a journey through the haunting soundscapes of Sleepy Hollow, New York. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode, and if you have any thoughts or experiences you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments below. Until next time, happy haunting.